Imagine living in a world where your haircut is regulated by the state. Yes, you heard that right. This might seem like a plot from a dystopian novel, but it's the shocking reality for the citizens of North Korea. In North Korea, personal expression through hairstyle is not a choice but a mandate. The state has a list of 28 approved hairstyles, each one carefully selected to project a certain image of the country to the rest of the world. This may sound absurd, but it's a fact of life for North Koreans, a stark reminder of the control the state exerts over even the most intimate aspects of their lives. So, what's the reason behind this bizarre law? The North Korean authorities believe that haircuts should be modest and not reflect any Western influence. They argue that extravagant hairstyles are a form of cultural corruption. To ensure compliance, they've even released guides, showing the acceptable styles. For men, there are 10 approved haircuts, none of which can be longer than 2 inches. The women have a bit more leeway with 18 options, but the rules are still rigid. The implications of this law on the personal freedoms of North Koreans are significant. It's a daily reminder of the state's control over their lives, a control that extends to their personal appearance. It's a way for the regime to maintain uniformity and to suppress individuality, a fundamental human right. And the consequences for breaking this law? They can be severe. North Koreans found violating this law could face penalties, ranging from social criticism to even detention. It's a chilling reality that your hairstyle could determine your fate in this isolated nation. Yes, you heard it right. Your hairstyle could land you in trouble in North Korea. A stark reminder of the lengths to which the North Korean state will go to control its citizens. This is just a glimpse into the shocking truth about North Korea's laws, a reality that is as strange as it is terrifying. In North Korea, guilt by association isn't just a phrase, it's a terrifying reality. This sentence may sound like something out of a dystopian novel, but it's an everyday truth for the citizens of North Korea. One of the most chilling aspects of North Korea's punishing legal system is the concept of 3 generations of punishment. This law, as horrifying as it may sound, dictates that if a person commits a crime, their entire bloodline for 3 generations will be punished. This means that not only the perpetrator but also their children and their grandchildren will bear the brunt of the punishment. According to this rule, if you commit a crime, your parents, siblings, children, and even grandchildren could find themselves in a prison camp. This isn't a myth or an exaggeration. This has been validated by multiple real documents that have managed to escape the ironclad borders of North Korea. These documents, often smuggled out at great personal risk, serve as a horrifying testament to the reality of life in one of the world's most secretive and oppressive regimes. This policy of collective punishment is intended to instill fear and ensure obedience among the populace. It's a cruel and unjust system that holds innocent individuals accountable for crimes they didn't commit, simply because of their familial ties. Think about the implications of such a law. It puts an unimaginable burden on individuals, forcing them to not only consider their actions, but also the potential repercussions for their family members. The fear of causing harm to their loved ones can be a powerful deterrent, keeping people in line and preventing any form of dissent. The 3 generations of punishment law is a stark reminder of the harsh reality of life in North Korea. It's a system where justice is not individual, but collective, and where the sins of one can doom an entire family to a life of suffering. Imagine your grandchild serving time for a crime you committed. That's the harsh reality in North Korea. In North Korea, expressing your thoughts could cost you your life. Imagine living in a world where your thoughts and opinions aren't your own. This is the chilling reality of life in North Korea. Freedom of expression, a right many of us take for granted, is severely restricted under North Korean law. The government maintains strict control over all forms of communication, from the news you read, to the music you listen to, even to the conversations you have in your own home. The North Korean government justifies these restrictions by claiming they are necessary to preserve the country's cultural purity and political stability. However, the reality is much darker. These laws are used as tools of control and oppression, silencing any opposition or criticism of the regime. The enforcement of these laws is brutal and unforgiving. North Korean citizens who dare to voice their opinions or share information not sanctioned by the state face severe penalties. These can range from years of hard labor in prison camps to public execution. There is no fair trial, no right to an attorney, and no chance of appeal. These chilling facts aren't just hearsay or conjecture. They are documented in numerous reports by international human rights organizations. For instance, a document from Human Rights Watch details cases of individuals who were punished for possessing foreign media, such as South Korean music or American films. Another report from Amnesty International outlines the treatment of political prisoners, including those incarcerated for expressing dissenting views. The reality of life in North Korea is a stark reminder of the importance of freedom of expression. It's not just about being able to say what we think, but also about having access to a diversity of ideas and perspectives. It's about the ability to question, to challenge, to innovate, and to grow. In North Korea, silence isn't just golden, it's a matter of survival. In North Korea, even laughing at the wrong time can land you in trouble. Now that might sound like a joke, but it's a grim reality for the citizens of this isolated nation. When it comes to absurdity, North Korea's laws certainly take the cake. One such law prohibits laughing or drinking during mourning periods for deceased leaders. Now, mourning the death of a leader is common worldwide, but in North Korea, the mourning period is taken to an extreme. Citizens are required to participate in public displays of sorrow, and failure to do so can result in severe punishment. For instance, during the mourning period for Kim Jong-il, the state mandated a 100-day period of mourning during which laughing, drinking, and even entertainment were strictly forbidden. And it's not just about mourning. The laws in North Korea extend to the most mundane aspects of daily life. Did you know that it's illegal to wear jeans in North Korea? Yes, you heard that right. The humble denim, a staple in wardrobes across the globe, is seen as a symbol of American imperialism and is therefore banned. Then there's the three-generation rule. This is a law that sentences not only the individual who commits a crime, but also their entire family for 3 generations. It's a horrifying system of collective punishment, designed to instill fear and ensure absolute obedience to the state. These laws may seem absurd to us, but they're a part of everyday life for North Koreans. They serve to control and indoctrinate the population, maintaining a regime that values uniformity and obedience above all else. In North Korea, it's not just about controlling actions. It's about controlling thoughts, feelings, even the most basic human expressions. It's a chilling testament to the extremes a government can go to maintain absolute power. In North Korea, even your emotions are regulated by the state.